Hi, YouTube. So, I am Celebrity Chef Mona, and I am going to start going live sometimes. So, today I want to talk about suicide. I am a celebrity chef at this point in time, but things have not always been sweet. Okay, so the reason why I want to talk about this because lately, and I would say lately, as in over the course of years, okay, things have really looked up, and I feel like I'm sipping a little wine too. So I feel like I am writing a book, becoming who you already are, and I feel like sometimes I definitely will be in my book. Um, but so around the age of 12, I actually was like on the brink of giving up. My uncle got 25 years in prison. I will speak on this a couple times because this is what made me today. Because some people go through things, some people handle it, but I just want people of feeling like they don't have anybody to turn to understand that you can be your source of encouragement, and you can get there. Okay, so and I've been there, and I am in another place, and I'm so glad that I didn't give up. So around that time, I actually would, like, at 12, take pills. I really did not want to live. And not only did I have a situation with my uncle, I had a situation with my mom, right? So fast forward, I actually my mom came around me. I had moved out of the house, and I'll get into that at some point in time. And she and my dad came to visit me. And baby, when I tell you, it went to the left. Like, the whole conversation went to the left. And I was so frustrated. And I was like, you know what? I just really feel like killing myself. And my mom was like, I'm sick of you. Why don't you kill yourself? Baby, I ended up in the hospital getting my stomach pumped. Um, and I also found out I was pregnant, which was not a good look. So that is to say, like, I think when I look back, and I look at other people who struggle with these emotions and feeling like they don't want to live, um, a lot of times that's coming from somebody else's demons. 9 times out of 10, it isn't your demons. It isn't what, like, when I look back, it wasn't anything that I was doing in my life, like, that was so bad that I wanted to cause myself to unalive myself, okay? So I want people to understand sometimes we tend to seek approval from people who they're not the ones that we need to be seeking approval from. Like, they are super weak, okay? And they really get off. It really make them feel good when you're not feeling good. Because 9 times out of 10, those people know that you are a really strong individual. You are stronger than what you know. And they know that. But they are not going to tell you that. And so they will definitely hover over you to try to make you feel bad. And when I look back, I was very strong. Like, the things that I went through, the things that I endured, having that happen to me as a child, and basically my whole family calling me a liar. Like, I was never a type child, and to this day I don't run around just telling lies. Like, it's not in my character to do that. I'm pretty much a very honest person, sometimes too honest. But with that being said, I just want people to know, like, I don't want to be on here forever talking, but I want you to have hope. Because as I said, the fact that I just had these feelings, I just wanted attention. I actually had to get my stomach pumped. Like I actually went to the emergency room. So I was like 50-50. I could have been gone. I could have been here. And I am here. Like, but I could have been gone. Like, and I could have been gone based on my mama nagging at me. And it was a lot of things that I found out, and I'll get into them as time goes on. And so it wasn't, I didn't have that support system from my parents. And as time went on and I got my degrees, I still didn't have that support system, which, when I look back, that's fine. But I'm so glad that I did not take that step, because once you self examine yourself, and in self examination, that's going to give you a lot of thought process about yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And with self examination, I think self examination is the first step to that next level in life. And even though a lot of things I had went through those things, without me just standing on the outside looking in at myself, without me doing that, baby, I don't know where I would be today. And it sounds strange that, these people, they do stuff to you and they're mean and they're ugly. Because as a child, you're vulnerable. Like, you don't have the strength, like, to just like get in your car and leave, or have the money to go get a hotel. You can't. So you're stuck around these people who are going through their own situations. They have their own demons. And as a child, you're stuck. Okay? But as you get older, then you tend to gravitate even to relationships like that. Like when you get older, you start meeting people. And I think as a kid, I was an empath. And as I became an adult, I was doing the same thing. Like I wanted so bad for me to show somebody that I love them. But even as a kid, that wasn't reciprocated. And as an adult, a lot of times it wasn't reciprocated. The reason why it wasn't, because you tend to be in relationships dealing with the same people but different faces. So when you self examinate yourself, when you sit back, look at yourself, and understand, hey, I don't have to be an empath. Everybody that crossed my path don't mean that I gotta break my neck and do things for them, because you find out you'll be more disappointed. You're a good person. Put all of that energy into yourself. Okay. I had to learn to um, put all of that energy into going to school, getting degrees, having my own back. And that way, certain people that realize that you are vulnerable, they're not even going to come your way to try to take advantage of you. Okay. Because they'll realize that you found your own life jacket. You're saving your own life. Okay. So don't be so vulnerable out here and let these weak people grab onto you, make you feel like unaliving yourself. It's not worth it. And now that I am in a position that I am in, even on a bad day, I don't feel like I want to unalive myself. I feel like it's a test to see if I'm still on that strong path, if I'm still on that wave. And yes, I'm on that wave, and I'm going to ride it until the wheels fall off. Okay, baby? That part. So I just want to be a source of encouragement for anyone who comes across my live, because I don't have a lot of followers right now, so it's not going to be like a bunch of people at this point listening. But at some point, hopefully this live will still be out here in the universe, even if I, God forbid, am dead and gone. I just want people to understand that you can do it. Okay? The day that you decide to take your life, you don't realize how many people love you when you just focus on that one person that you want attention from and they're not giving you that attention. You don't understand how many other people out here love your strength. They love to see you. And when you are an empath and you're worried about one person, you become your own enemy. It's not them. Those type Debbie Downers, they'll go and be a Debbie Downer to somebody else, and that other person might be stronger or they might be weaker. Who knows? I don't know, but those type people are not shining lights. They're not illuminating. You are, and that's why they are after you, and that's why they want to hurt you because they see a lot about you that if they could tap in and take that strength that you had or have, baby, they know they would take off. But they choose to get on somebody like you because you're so empathetic. You're so empathetic that you don't take the time to worry about yourself. You hear me? You're so empathetic that you don't take the time to love yourself. All of that energy that you are putting into that other person, whether it's somebody who's just not focused on you, um, have a whatever the case may be, all of that energy that you are putting into that person who's not reciprocating it back, baby, you could have just cut the middleman out and just focused on you. And trust me, when you do focus on you, you will understand what you need in life. You will understand where that person comes through that really loves you, not that one who's just along for the ride, along for a little conversation, alone just to kind of like get information so they could turn it around on you because they see that you're strong. A lot of the conversation will be about you and they won't tell you too much about them. You know why? Because they're gooning. Baby, they're gooning on you. And here you go, Mr. or Mrs. Empath. You want somebody to love you so bad that you're not even seeing all of the signs that is right there before you. All of these signs of this person who is not on the level that you need. They're not reciprocating the empathy. They're getting information. You probably are going out the way and buying gifts, showing love, trying to have conversation, checking on them, seeing how they feel. This could even be family members. People we call so-called best friends, significant others. You're so busy trying to make sure that everybody's okay that they're taking all of the fuel out of your tank and nobody's fueling up your tank. It's just getting depleted. And then all of a sudden, you're so low on fuel, you can't run anymore. You don't want to run anymore. You rather unalive yourself and not be here. Maybe you're putting yourself in those situations. It's people out here on your level. When I started to get my degrees, I was so enthusiastic because I was in school with people who some of them had problems that was far worse than mine. Some of them was just enjoying life, but we all had a common ground. We all had a goal to walk that stage and become a chef. Whatever that road led to, that title being a chef, whatever road. And when I was in school, first I would say I'm going to be a personal chef. And then I started saying I'm going to be a celebrity chef. And I'm claiming it. I'm going to take that and run with it. And Of course, some people will roll their eyes. Well, you're not the one I want to be around because obviously we all have a common goal. Everybody came in here thinking one way or the other, whether they thought it was going to be in five-star dining or cook for family reunions. I don't know. Catering, I don't know. But everybody had a goal, and that one common goal was going to lead to another goal. And like I said, I had goals because I had started to realize previously, which what is that made me self-examine, and that made me take a good look at myself and begin to love myself even more. So, what I want you to do, anybody who go and look at this live or whatever, I want you to take the time that every time you see your reflection, see, I got mirrors up there. Every time you see your reflection, I want you to let yourself know how strong you are. Okay? I want you to look in that mirror and let yourself know how beautiful you are, how handsome you are. Because these are the things that those people that you're seeking attention or certification or approval from, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to say that you're beautiful, you're strong, you're accomplishing things. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't have to seek their approval. You would know. It would be no seeking. It would be no breaking your neck. It would be a balanced relationship and a balanced situationship. So I want you to look in that mirror. I want you to give yourself approval. And the more that you give yourself approval, baby, you're going to find the right people. In writing this book lately, I have gotten the best news ever. Vision Photography, they did my photos for my book cover. I've just had a lot of olive branches extended to me. I had an interview from DJ Larry Jones. I had an interview from, I want to say, is it Creative Rebel? I don't know. I might be saying that wrong, but um, definitely because my niece had them contact me and I did an interview. But I'm getting sleepy, so excuse the voice, that part. But I'm still giving positive encouragement. It doesn't matter how I sound, and I'm still cute that way. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, so yeah, love yourself, approve yourself, give yourself a pat on the back. I don't care if you haven't accomplished the goals that you would like. You're going to, but you can't around certain people. They're not gonna let you do that. They're not gonna be happy, and every time that they see you trying to be happy, they're gonna put their foot on your neck. Okay, you're not going to be able to breathe. Okay. It's just how it is. I mean, some people have the tendencies that are opposite of an empath. And I don't even know that they mean any harm because I don't know their heart. 9 times out of 10, they have been through the same thing or maybe worse than us as children. And so everybody deal with things different. And I think some situations cause people to end up being feeling entitled and a sense of grandiosity. And then you got the opposite of the spectrum. You got the others who feel like, I just want to give, give, give. Like, it's going to come back to me. It's not going to come back to you if you got certain people around you that don't give, that are not empaths, that love you're giving. It's not going to come back, baby. Not through them. I experienced that. I ended up getting my stomach pumped because my mom, who birthed me, whose body part I came out of, wanted me to unalive myself with no conscience. And you know what? It wasn't like I was seeking attention. I had been through some things as a child that a child should not have to experience. And on top of the experiencing, people push me away instead of saying, my God, this baby need a hug. This child. Like if I had tendencies of just making up things or I just always had a loving character and an empath. You are who you are. Character's character, only your behavior change. So I came into this world that way. Now my behavior changed sometimes because yes, I started to question and I started to question everybody. I started to get paranoid. The ones who really wanted to be there for me and would really be upset if I was gone, I even pushed them away because I thought they were like these others. So, like I said, getting yourself together, when you get yourself together, when you self examine, and when I mean self examine, I mean even understand, put yourself in other people's shoes. Even though you're hurting, put yourself in other people's shoes. Like, how would you like to be talked to a certain kind of way? Because even though you're hurting, that doesn't mean somebody understand what you're going through or they have to understand. They don't have to understand. So it could flip flop a lot of ways. But like I say, if you take that good look at yourself, and I do it all the time. I did it then, and I still do it, even with my degrees, cooking for celebrities. I'm very cognizant what I say, or at least I try to be, and I also review my conversations and my days because I always want to improve. And with me improving, I'm going to be around people who are either on that level, past that level, or aiming for that level. It's not going to be those who are on the level that hurt me so bad for all these years. I'm not going to have to experience that because I'm not putting myself in those positions. And you shouldn't either. A friend of mine told me recently, like, you know, when you get in that mind frame that you want to kill yourself, the sad thing is we all are going to die. Like, we all are going to die. It's nowhere around that. So, but to want to like go early and miss that next day where you could have self-examined and been around the right people, somebody could have said the right thing to you that would affect you for life, and that's happened to me too. Um, I was around a lady, talking to a lady one day, don't remember what it was about, but she was like, I just tell them blessings on your journey. Baby, if that wasn't a smooth operator statement right there, and if I don't use that with like, I'm on perfect attendance on that one, boy. Positive manipulation on that one. Yes, I'm constantly, consistently using that. Blessings on your journey. Because guess what? I don't have to be bothered with you and bothered with that mess. I don't have to be bogged down. I can take care of myself, focus on myself, and then somebody will come my way that will appreciate me. And again, that goes for anybody. Family ships, situationships, relationships, best friendships, anybody. Make sure because if your circle around you is doing good, especially mentally, you're gonna do good too. But your team is as strong as your weakest link. So if like the weakest link is messed up, thrown off, selfish, don't appreciate empaths, what do you think the whole team is what we have nothing to balance on. It's not gonna be a balancing act. We already unevenly yoked. Just on that situation right there. And it's okay to step back, take care of you, and maybe encourage them sometimes. But for the most part, baby, keep moving. Keep moving forward. Don't let weak people play on you and your strength. Don't do it. not worth it. They'll send you to the grave, and then it'll be a repetition situation. Somebody else they are unappreciative of, got that person down, um, not want to take care of themselves, do their hair, just miserable. Keep going, keep moving. Trust me. If I had unalived myself, I was pregnant at the time, my kid would have been gone. I wouldn't have seen the things that I've seen today. I went to St. Bart's and cooked for an ex-pro baseball player. I had to get a passport for that. Cooked for Jamie Foxx, the baby. And yeah, I'm going to say that a million times too because it is, and I still keep in contact with their people. But that's a blessing. That's a blessing to have constantly been such an empath and taking care of everybody else that you couldn't even see your own future. I had no thought process of me ever. I couldn't see where I would end up because I was too busy worried about everybody else. And when I started to worry about myself, baby, I could see clearly now the rain is gone. All the obstacles in my way. Baby started knocking them down like Thor would. But yeah, so I put in a little hot 30 minutes. I am going to start trying to go live on Sundays and also bring people in on my live. So I hope that if it's not just but one person, look at my live who's feeling some type of way, get away from those people that you want to seek approval from that have not said not one time you're doing good. And I mean, when I say they haven't said it, I mean haven't said it sincerely, okay? Because people can just utter words. Yeah, good job. Let me tell you something. Their actions will speak volumes. It won't be just two words every now and then, baby. They gonna pop up. They gonna be calling. They gonna hit you with some knowledge that you never heard before. That's gonna give you that boost for 10 years. Because those are the people you chose to be around now. Because you chose to change your own life. Okay. Those are gonna be the people. Baby, I got these Asian eyes. It's just ridiculous. Like I can't even. Oh my. The camera guy kept saying for my photo shoot, open your eyes. Baby, this is just myself and my kids. That's how we look. But hey, make sure you look in that mirror and tell yourself you're strong, you're handsome, you're pretty. I love you. Say that to yourself. Okay. I say that to myself all the time. And I'm not saying that you have to the more that other type people will gravitate to you, you won't have to be such an empath to one or two or three people. Okay? Stop being an empath and start encouraging yourself. Okay? Stop trying to encourage other people. Don't be out here all drained out and want to unalive yourself. Have a blessed evening. Blessings on your journey. Peace, love, and chicken grease from Chef Mama.